Mentioned earlier, the 18th chapter is a summary of all that Krishna has discussed in the first 17 chapters. He revises the Jnana section and the Karma section initially, and then he again continues his analysis of the modes of nature. He analyzes determination, actions, happiness, and so on. And in the process of that analysis, he also casts light on the social divisions, the Varnashrama system, analyzes that according to the three modes, and so on. Finally, he speaks about realization of the impersonal Brahman, then realization of the Super Soul, up to text number 64. Then in 64 he says, "Now that I have given you knowledge that is confidential, and also knowledge that is more confidential, now I will give you knowledge that is most confidential." I had also earlier mentioned Guhya, Guhyatara, Guhyatamam. So Krishna repeats the same thing here. And Prabhupada explains that this means that having explained understanding of the impersonal Brahman and also understanding of the Super Soul in the heart, now Krishna wants to speak the most essential instruction. And Prabhupada says, this one verse, the 65th verse of the 18th chapter, is the most important instruction in the entire Vedic literature. And this verse was also found in the end of the 9th chapter with a slight modification. So can we all chant the 65th verse of the 18th chapter together? And please remember, this is the most important verse. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaje mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Srila Prabhupada translates this as, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. So Prabhupada says in the purport here, the most confidential part of knowledge is that one should become a pure devotee of Krishna and always think of him and act for him. Life should be molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. These words stress that one should concentrate his mind upon Krishna, the very form with two hands carrying a flute, the bluish boy with a beautiful face and peacock feathers in the hair. So this is the culmination. And then in the 66th verse, which is also a very important verse, Krishna summarizes the teachings of the Gita. And we'll chant this verse as well, because the 65th and the 66th verses are actually the two most important verses in the Bhagavad Gita. So text number 66 now. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhya mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So Krishna assures Arjuna, and through Arjuna, all of us, because we are always doubtful. Faith is very difficult. So Krishna assures us again and again and yet again in the Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto me, I will protect you. Do not fear. So such an assurance from the Lord should give us the confidence, the fearlessness, the inspiration, the motivation to surrender to Sri Krishna and become his unalloyed devotee. After having completed his discourse, Krishna asks Arjuna, "So Arjuna, now has your ignorance and illusion been dispelled? Are you situated firmly now?" And Arjuna replies, "Yes, my dear Krishna. By your mercy, I have regained my memory. And now I am fine. I am inspired to fight in the war. All my illusion and ignorance have been dispelled." And Sanjaya, now we come back to Sanjaya, who began the discussion in the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And he says, just hearing this wondrous dialogue between Krishna and his dear devotee Arjuna makes my hair stand on end. By the mercy of my spiritual master Vyasadeva, I was privileged to have access to this conversation. And now having heard this, I think myself extremely fortunate. And I keep remembering samsmritya samsmritya, all the conversations that happened between these two great personalities. And then his conclusion, the very last verse of the Bhagavad Gita, Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. He said, "O King, O Dhritarashtra, my conclusion is that wherever there is the master of all mystics, Yogeshwar or Krishna, and wherever there is the wielder of the Gandiva bow, Arjuna, there will always be morality, victory, opulence, and so on." So similarly, if we also follow in the footsteps of Arjuna and become pure devotees of Krishna, then we will also be protected. And we will always have auspiciousness, morality, victory, and all kinds of spiritual opulence and perfection in our life. This is the sum and substance of the message of the Bhagavad Gita. And with this, the 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita come to an end. And just like Arjuna's illusion and ignorance have been dispelled, we should reflect whether our illusions and ignorance have also been dispelled. And we should repeatedly read and study the Bhagavad Gita to ensure that this remains firmly internalized in our consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.